This is just an excerpt from a full episode. If you enjoyed what you hear here, go check out other full episodes, either on YouTube or as part of the podcast feed. Enjoy! On to something a little less serious. Let's talk about drugs news. It's 2021 and the hottest new government trend is embracing marijuana as both our distraction and saviour. We've come a long way from the careful days of Bill, I never inhaled Clinton, being the bad boy of drug use in politics. Now all sorts of politicians are openly confessing to having hit the hashish, having played first chair in the wind section of the Homemade Orchestra. Your friend and mine, Sweet Mary Jane. Where do we start our mind-expanding journey into the lungs of darkness? Let's light up! The NBA! The NBA has suspended random marijuana testing for the 2020-2021 season. NBA spokesman Mike Bass said, due to the unusual circumstances in conjunction with the pandemic, we have agreed with the NBPA to suspend random testing for marijuana for the 2020-2021 season and focus our random testing program on performance-enhancing products and drugs of abuse. This season will put to bed whether or not marijuana really is a performance-enhancing drug, as it will be the lowest scoring season, but the players will be so confident during the games that they do actually manage to show up to. And let's hit it again! The United Nations, an intergovernmental organization that aims to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation, and be the center for harmonizing the actions of nations. Yeah, sounds like that was created while bombed out on a heady mix of herbs and spices, if you follow my meaning. Following a recommendation from the World Health Organization, the United Nations Commission for Narcotic Drugs voted to remove cannabis from Schedule 4 of the 1961 Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs. An amazing decision that will impact a lot of lives, plus it makes sitting around and getting yelled at by children for their obvious inadequacies as an organization. Sitting around and just talking shit with your international mates is so much more interesting when you got a little buzz going. Puff puff give, don't bogart that news, let's hit it again! Illinois. A state I know nothing about except how to pronounce it, and that's mostly because of Sufjan Stevens. Still waiting for those albums about the remaining states, buddy. Oh, what's that? They aren't happening. That was an overly ambitious project to begin with and really probably shouldn't have been committed to in the first place. Free advertising's a hell of a drug, eh? Anyway, Illinois has started the new year in a positive light by expunging nearly 500,000 marijuana arrest records. The move follows Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signing legislation in 2019 legalizing recreational marijuana use in the state starting in 2020. The expanse legislation also paved the way for 770,000 state residents to be eligible for expunging marijuana-related offences. Pritzker initially estimated that it would take 4 years to start getting records expunged, but announced that nearly 500,000 had already been tossed going into 2021. And people say that marijuana makes you lazy. I have never seen a government move at such a rapid pace. Makes me think the old governor has a little something something that he doesn't want anyone to know about in his own past. Well, that's all I can handle for one episode. I'm going to take a little nap and sleep off the encroaching paranoid thoughts before continuing the search for that elusive gateway that marijuana is supposed to lead me through. Maybe I'll ask Alice. I think she'll know.